Hey, if you're on the fence about the NARWAL Flow 2, I get it. Robot vacuums can feel like a gamble. You don't want to drop hundreds on something that ends up being more hassle than help. Maybe you've tried cheaper models that left streaks, got tangled in cords, or just couldn't handle pet hair. The Flow 2 promises a lot: 31,000 pascals suction, self-cleaning mop, and AI obstacle avoidance. But does it actually deliver where it counts? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's talk about the elephant in the room first, the mopping system. Most robot mops just smear dirty water around because they reuse the same grimy water over and over. The Flow 2 tries to fix that with Flow Wash. It actually refills with fresh water and drains dirty water automatically. That's a big deal if you have hardwood or tile and hate wiping up sticky residue after the robot runs. I've seen people with pets and kids really appreciate this because it means the floor actually stays clean, not just moved around. But here's the catch: it needs a water hookup, so if you don't have a dedicated spot near where you want it to clean, the setup gets messy fast. You'll need to run a hose or have a sink nearby, which isn't always practical in every home. Now, suction. The Flow 2 claims 31,000 pascals, which is massive for a robot vacuum. If you've got thick carpets or a house full of shedding pets, this thing will pull up fur and debris like nothing else in its price range. I've seen owners say it handles long-haired pets way better than cheaper models that just push hair into piles. But don't expect it to replace a full-size vacuum. It's still a robot, so it's limited by its size and bin capacity. You'll empty it more often than a regular vacuum, but when you do, it's satisfying how much it actually picks up. The AI obstacle avoidance is another area where this thing shines. Dual cameras help it recognize shoes, pet bowls, and even power cords, so it doesn't just bump into everything like older models. That means fewer cleanups after the robot runs, which is a huge time saver. But it's not perfect. Some users report it still misses thin items like charging cables or gets confused by dark rugs. If your home is packed with random clutter, you might still need to do a quick tidy before it runs. Who should buy this? If you have hard floors and pets, this is one of the few robots that actually cleans instead of just pushing dirt around. The self-cleaning mop is a game changer for families, and the suction will keep up with shedding animals. But if you're mostly on carpet or don't have a good spot to hook up the water system, you might be better off with a simpler model. On the flip side, who should skip it? If you're tight on space and can't set up the water drainage, the hassle might not be worth it. Also, if you're expecting it to replace a deep clean vacuum, you'll be disappointed. It's great for maintenance cleaning, not deep stains or thick carpets. And while the AI is smart, it's not foolproof, so if your home is a maze of obstacles, you might still end up doing some cleanup. The biggest trade-off here is convenience versus setup. The Flow 2 does a lot of the work for you, but it requires infrastructure. If you're willing to put in the effort to set it up properly, it'll save you time in the long run. If not, there are simpler and cheaper options that might work better for your space. So, is it worth it? If you've got the right setup and need a robot that actually cleans instead of just moving dirt around, yeah, it's one of the better options out there. But if you're not ready to deal with the water hookup or have a super cluttered home, it might not be the best fit. Check the link in the description if you want to see the latest details on Amazon and decide for yourself.